Welcome back to the crafting corner. Oh, where did I put my jacket? But anyway, this has been years in the making. Might as well organize. These are kid size. Okay. All these are a specific type of crystal. How many patterns can you make? Answer is a lot. All of them have different names. My early iterations. Crystals. So I took that premise and ran with the rest. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we have. These are just been the past couple days. The best part about this is I save all the materials. These have lasted, I'd say, well, these are brand new. I'm saying the ones that I've worn, I'll get into it. These have broken over time, but that's within 3 years of constant wear, showers and all. I just took inventory and I saw all this extra stuff because I make these in different segments in time to signify change and nostalgia. See, I could look back on any of these patterns and it would take me to a point in time. I guess let's... I don't think you can even see these properly. But just... Uncle stomping around in the background, that's whatever. Turquoise is a staple. Alright, I'm gonna see how many I could fit in these designated. These are all just recently. Perfecting the craft. Each one is bagged up. Let's just lay the new ones out that I just made. See, they do get a little weathering on them, but they hold up better than anything you can buy at the store because I use strong material. Just like my sewing, I stick as many strands of thread or elastic through what these are beading needles. Here's a fresh pack, but simply it's just a TRI on the top of a little rod, and you feed them in different patterns. Okay. So I was just using the rest of everything I've ever made to craft new stuff. We'll get into this. You could see these are all the different types of patterns, but if you get to the end of a strand and you don't have enough, like I could make some of these into for the kids tiny little ones. And I always gotta keep them separated. Like this tiny little guy. Unless you really pull on them, they're not gonna bust on you. I gotta go get my... There. This thing. I took it off to do the dishes, but I moved on from this to this. I still got a lot of sewing projects to do, but I can tell these are older. But they're all made high quality craftsmanship. It's painstaking pulling these each individual through the loop. And then you gotta tie them down. But let's see. I'm looking at like 3 years of different memories in these different types of patterns. Some of them have spacers in between, some don't. Look at the quality on this. And these are going to be recycled into a whole new set. I usually rock them in the summer if I can, but the tan lines, these are just ones that weren't long enough, but they're going to be fixed into new strands. Finally, at the end of my material, okay, I'll do that in a second. I gotta clear out. This is how these come. If it's not in a large spool, it's 8 different colors. The colors coordinate to the beads themselves most of the time. But this is how they come from online. So we turn this into that. But I don't want to tap into my brand new packs before I get rid of all the remaining little stragglers. See, these have... There's always going to be a weak point. And these over time, one piece has disintegrated off. But they still hold together. You just snatch it up. You might lose a piece and a spacer in between, but that means you could just replace it 1 or 2 beads and string them up again. You could tell they have been worn. The spacers, they have like a, seems like a metallic coating that kind of gets corroded. But all in all, these cost about $5 to make. I sell them for about $10. But more. Above all else, I like to hand them out and make them for friends, family, and anyone I see on the streets or something that's into crystals or into cool stuff like I am. I'll just toss them a bracelet. So these have been spread across Long Island, New York. Like, I'd say I gave away just about as many as I've ever made. Well, as I'm about to show you, this is just breaking the surface. Running out of these jewelry bags. Okay, these. I filled a whole trash can full of ridded plastics and damn, these are really eye-catching. Most are slightly different, and you can only tell by the spacers and the patterns. But no two is specifically the same, apart from these other ones that I've used to make. What I would do is I make strands upon strands. Let's see it. Yeah, I just took inventory on all my crafting projects. This light's too bright. Cleared out my drawer, but this is where I would store them. The same as all these crystals and stuff. You can see these a little better now, yeah. Beautiful, naturally occurring, most of them. But I'm gonna pull this out. That's like a treasure trove. These are not easy to make either. Oh, this one's empty, that's what I'm looking for. Gotta organize a little bit better. So they're all spilling everywhere. These are little crystal mushrooms. Alright, I know this bottom one's full as well. Bear with me. I don't prepare for any of this, I just talk and trying to start some new creative vibes. Oh my gosh, this is so heavy. Alright. Wrangling up all these bees that fall sometimes. Does that help or no? Don't think so. We got a whole nother treasure chest. Damn. Yeah, this is overflowing. I'm gonna rectify that now. Man. These are a ton. Jesus. As I point out, there's crystal here. All those animals and stuff. This is a lot of... These could be used as like a necklace, or it's the same exact thing, so if I ever need to cut them down, you can make about 3 or 4 bracelets per strand before it starts getting all frayed at the end. Alright, we're getting to there. Just want to grab this one more box. It's about time I cleaned and organized, but I'm doing it systematically, as I move through one, I create, compartmentalize, store them away. Alright, that's... Oh man. It's from an ex. The one who started it all. Okay. I know there's gotta be more in here, right? No. I need more storage for it. Okay. Perfect. What I'm gonna do... are going to be worth money just because the craftsmanship put into it. Nothing looks like my designs. This is classic. It's turquoise and jade is one of my favorites. White jade. I got opal. Alright. I'm just out of space right here, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stack them accordingly. Feel maneuverable and stackable enough like cards. Man, I love this. Little random features in here. These are 10mm and the others are 8. 10mm pop a little, actually, yeah, 10. All similar. We'll stack them 5 high. 3. Wait, 4. Just general green, red, blue. Okay. 2. This is from a little kid that I used to work at Holbrook Elementary. But I can never judge how big the kids' wrists are. So I always make a broad spectrum. 2, 3, 4. That's a pink opal light. Man, the glare is not helping. This has got a lot of earthy Native American tones. And some. It's just a matter of switching it up mentally. It's almost a puzzle. How many you need and how many patterns can you create out of, say, 2 to 4 beads. You probably can't see it. Nothing translates well. I can't do this whole thing with one hand, but the little kitty ones over there. Yeah, these are like a trademark. Forgot I had all this jewelry. Alright. We're getting there, I just gotta... This is unbelievable. Jesus. I'm looking at like 2,000 in just material right here. Wow, this is impossible. Alright. These are unique. Get out the way. Man. These go back. Can't see that. These are crazy cool. Just gonna have to dump these out now. I love these. These are distinct. Get all these freaking crystals out of here and I could fit a ton more. Alright, I forgot what I even had in here. That's good. These are raw stones. It's looking like I'm gonna make a blue and garnet box. Because that's the prevailing design. Man. Okay. Should take them out of the baggies. Really cool design for the Lunar New Year. Like dragons and stuff on it. Okay. You get the point. All of these are the same process. You can even see the same remnants. Yeah, I'm gonna make all these compacted in different categories. A lot of these have spacers that are crystal and reflect light. We got two greens, we've got, where's that pink pot? I didn't cut any corners when it came to structural integrity. I've fit 4 different strands in, so you double up 4, that's 8 different strands. Most of the time, in the beginning I think I started out with 2. But in each of these we got 8 different strands of elastic. I don't even know what it's called. I'd say 120. Alright, I'm gonna organize these. They have a lot of Aztec royalty native designs, especially these blue, turquoise. These are my favorites too. The spacers are different, alternating patterns. Can't see a thing with that. So we go from this to the bike designs. I mean the bead designs and the bike designs. Please go. Okay. I narrowed them down into quality, sentimentality, giftability. I just gotta move this stuff. Okay. A little organized here, buddy. Okay, there's a nice crystal on this side. I want to that one's a little too full. 2 full watch boxes. The bulk is in that. Okay. What I can do is scoot. Scoot. Dang it! Pretty cool. Alright, now this can go. Bang. Looks good to me. To be continued. Now as I go, I could start filling these 3. Visual inventory, craftsmanship, crystallization. True treasures. Yar har har. Get back up there, buddy. That's it.